So we apparently quickly ran out of asymmetric tactics to try, so something that says Goal Hunter sounds pretty interesting. Let's dive in and see what happens. Yes, this one is called the OP4132 Goal Hunter. 150 plus goals using Manchester City. 84% win rate, not too bad. 32, 4, and 2. They also used it with Peterborough, only 60% win rate. So we'll see how it does for our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So all that said, let's just dive into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, checking out the Premier League, it kind of looks like it's been about an average tactic for this save at least. Liverpool, 86 points, 99 goals is a nice tally. However, 86 is kind of on the average mark. Aston Villa, 73 points, 86 goals. It worked. But yeah, I think if you took control, it could work a little bit better. Well, Liverpool's domestic cups keep getting better with this season. Carabao Cup final against Brentford, 3-0 thrashing. FA Cup final in penalties, 1-1 against Man City. And in the Europa League, not quite a perfect run, but still making it 4 trophies out of 4 against West Ham, 3-0. That's a nice one. I mean, yeah, all in all, it's kind of hard to beat 4 trophies in a season. But squad-wise, this is where I kind of want to see if it worked really well. They've got the green and average rating. They've got the appearances, of course. But 31 goals for Salah, 29 for Jota, 28 for Nunez. I mean, they've got a lot in double digits, which is nice to see. I don't see 150, though. But 19 assists for Trent, 18 for Tsimikas. Interesting. An average rating Salah with a 7.47. Aston Villa, on the other hand, not doing nearly as well. Immediately in the Carabao Cup third round, 0-1 to Leicester. They do get past Ipswich in the third round of the FA Cup. They get to the quarters, lose out to Manchester United, 3-1. And unfortunately for them, they get knocked out in the Conference League semi-finals, 0-0 at home against Fiorentina, but losing out away at 1-2. So all in all, it wasn't an awful season, but we've definitely seen better. Squad-wise, I mean, they've got some green, no question about it, but goals, 27 for Diaby, Watkins with 25, assists, 14 for Matty Cash and Luis, and then average rating, Moussa Diaby with a 7.25. Data Hub, Liverpool, we'll look at the actual data in a little bit, but you can see overall team attacking is through the roof. Very nicely done. Not quite at the top. There is a little bit of a gap there, but I mean, still well done. Defensively, they're actually a little bit off from usual. That looks more like an Aston Villa side, but 2.61 goals per game, 1.11 conceded, 1.19 XG against. And then speaking of Aston Villa, the goals are definitely down per game, no question about it. But overall attacking is definitely not bad. Defensively, yeah, they're down a little bit too. 1.21 conceded. That's about average, but 1.31 is a little bit higher. But 2.26 goals per game is not bad. Premier League stats. Now this is what I want to see. 2.26 points per game for Liverpool, 1.92 for Aston Villa. But here you go. Most goals, only 99 for Liverpool, 86 for Aston Villa. I mean, of course, it is Manchester City who are built for the attack. And Liverpool, who are built for the attack, but just not quite as much as you'd see in Man City. So 99 is not bad. I definitely think if you took control of this, you could do a little bit better than that, get a few more goals out of Salah and friends. But still topping the list here, not too bad. Fewer shots against, Liverpool in fourth with 319, Aston Villa with 351. Most possession, 56% for Liverpool. Most dribbles made, Liverpool with 707, Aston Villa with 684. Best pass completion, Aston Villa make the list with 87%. And most shots for Liverpool in first, 703, 581 for Aston Villa in second. But now, how did it do for a team like Ipswich Town? Well, they actually got second place, 101 points, only 1 point off of Bristol City in first. Bristol City making the list, that's interesting. But 108 goals topping the list there, it looks like, so they didn't have a bad season whatsoever. Domestic cups for Ipswich, Carabao Cup third round, they lose out 5-3 against Leeds, and we already saw they lost out in the FA Cup third round immediately 3-1 against Aston Villa. So overall, clearly the championship is where it's at, and they did fairly well. Squad-wise, they actually have more green than they usually do, which is always the best part to see. 16 goals for Connor Chaplin, Jack Taylor with 14, Hurst with only 13, assists 23 for Leif Davis, and average rating, of course, Leif Davis gets a 7.51. Championship stats, 2.20 points per game for Ipswich. Most goals in first with 108, no one else getting even 100. Fewer shots against in second with 347. Most possession, 55% in seventh. Most dribbles made in fourth with 850. And most shots for in first with 767. But now let us take a little bit more of a dive into the tactic itself. We see a goalkeeper in defend is where we start, wingbacks on the left and the right in support, ball playing defenders in defend in the central spots, DM in support, a box to box in support next to a CM in attack and a Mazzala in attack on the midfield line, an advance forward in attack and a pressing forward in attack up front. Attacking mentality, in possession, attacking width is fairly wide, approach play, overlap on the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is slightly higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the entire back line and take short kicks. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, and stop the crosses. So overall, how did it do for our three teams? I mean, not bad. No question about it. I definitely think if you took control of this, like I said, if you did it yourself, you could do better than this. 101 points easily can get to 102. You aren't that far off of the 98 Leicester. So just be careful of that you're not making it into the playoff rounds. But right here, automatic promotion in this save at least. And if we look at Liverpool and Aston Villa, of course, Liverpool doing very well. 86 points, 99 goals. You're getting more goals than you're getting points, which is always nice to see. Always a good season for that. You're getting first in the league, but I think you're tied for Man City with 86. So I think you got to step it up a bit. Again, if you took control of this, I think you could do that added touch, get some transfers in that fit perfectly into the squad, and you can kind of push yourselves beyond that a bit. But I think we've seen other tactics that have worked very well. This one also worked. It's just a matter of preferences on the formations, the players, and the players used and things like that. But if you use this one, let us know how it worked for you in the comments below. But other than that, I am FM24 for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.